and just Las Vegas, and I don't know how my connection will hold out, but we're walking from Allegiant Stadium to the Las Vegas Strip tonight, just to say that we did and see how much time it takes if you're going to be a looky-loo, a tourist. I assume I am okay to park here. Hopefully I am. But how's it going, everybody? My name is Steven. I'm not leaving Las Vegas. I'm a Vegas blogger. Hope you guys would like, share, subscribe, hit the bell for the notifications. I do live streams. I missed my live stream earlier this week, but I'm back right now. We are also wearing our Marvel with color. It's from VegasFaceMask.com. We got some people in the stream already. Martin D's here. Vegas Mooch is here. Emery is here. Hey, Brianna. Hi, Sandra Roberts. Con I Am is in the house. Look at that. It's Allegiant. And you can see the city in the side paneling. It's kind of cool to see right there. Georgina May's here. John is here. Welcome back. Yes, there's not a lot of news to talk about. I'm not going to make content just to pump out content. I'm not going to try to get on there and talk about things that you're not interested in. And I wanted to get with my realtor friend Josh to do videos, but I don't think it would be very genuine to do that right now because I think the market is just kind of crazy. Not a great time to buy in Las Vegas if you're coming in. But we got the Strip in the background. Let's take a walk. And yeah, I've got all these parking in front of Allegiant. The big thing about the Raiders Stadium was whether or not there'd be a lot of parking. And as you can see so far, there's a lot of parking. There's like 4 lots like this all around. Greetings, Robert says from Seattle. There you go. And we'll get around to the big, huge door, the balcony door as well. But in this stream, we're gonna walk to the Strip. A lot of Raiders fans that come out here just to make a patronage. A patronage? Is that what they call it? A pilgrimage. They're gonna make a pilgrimage out to Allegiant just to say that they want to get out here. They want to see the place. But it's a big building. It's a beautiful building. There's always music playing, and there's always cars out here. Even if you drove past it at 1 in the morning, you'd see cars out here. How cold is it? Timothy asks. It's not very cold. It's 55 degrees right now. It's gonna get cold coming up this week. Next week we have a cold front coming through on the Sunday. 55 on Sunday, 45 is a low, 30 degrees is a low on Tuesday. So we're gonna have some cold temperatures, 45 degree high temperatures. Cold for Vegas. You guys can call me a wuss because I'm from Canada originally, but I don't like the cold temperatures. And there's the big, huge, giant, ultra balcony door up there in the reflection of it. Howdy, Professor Shadow is here. Very cool. Hey, look at that Wintel Wild. He says it's a beautiful stadium. I think it is. A lot of people are comparing it to a Roomba. I don't think that's really fair. I think it looks nicer than a Roomba, but it kind of has the same shape. The Allegiant branding. Of course, Allegiant is starting a bunch of new flights and new directions. I guess they keep this open as maybe a favor to people. Thank you so much, Intel. Guys, thank Intel 178 times. So we're walking to the Strip right now. The Strip is, of course, that away right there. Let's give you an idea of the shape and the scope of this thing. And yes, it's a big building and it's a beautiful building. Timothy says it's buffering. If you guys are getting buffering, it's going to happen. It's just because right now we flip between a bunch of different cell towers on the way to the main Mandalay Bay area on the Strip, which we're going right now. Thank you so much, guys, for your support. These video streams, these live streams, not monetized. You don't have to watch anything on the replay in terms of ads. They're all brought to you by you viewers like you. Thank you so much. Yep. So we're going to continue walking and get down to Mandalay Bay, Excalibur, and see what's on the south end of the Strip. And obviously I have to walk back because I didn't Uber over here exactly. Looking great, Paul says. I can't wait to see the... Of course, you can see inside the giant translucent kind of smoky kind of glass roof inside. That's the big balcony door right there. And that does open up on game days when the weather is appropriate. Let's just walk a little bit. Well, we're going to walk a little bit further. We'll get it on the way back, of course. Helicopter tours are still going over the Strip at nighttime. And then we have nothing but unglamorous office parks over here. I have to contact Caroline about delivery, Shadow says. Shadow ordered from VegasFaceMask.com. Shadow, your masks are in the mail. I put them in there personally myself. So, just check your tracking number. I can get it for you. I know your real name, so I can find it for you, and I'll send you the tracking link on Facebook Messenger. So we do a lot of work through Facebook Messenger with the website, with vegasfacemask.com, no S at the end. You guys can order there if you guys want to. Support the channel, get something nice out of us. We got a bunch of new patterns that are going up in the next day or so. All right, so we got the main strip over here. One Nation, Raider Nation, Lou Flores says, has that stadium held fans? Mad Max says. And the answer, unfortunately, is no. There's been nary a fan in here. The organization. Although, think about it this way. I bet you there are people working for NFL teams that hate the team. They don't want to work with the team. They have a different fan base that they're a part of. But they still work because it's money. It's a job. So check out after stream. So Martin D is promoting a different YouTuber in my stream. Not sure if that's great of you or not. Anyways. Yeah, it's a beautiful building. We got the strip in the background right there. Let's take a look at it further as we walk up. You can see more of the indoor roof. Now, if you look in the middle, that right there, in the middle of that big window, that's the Al Davis Memorial Flame. So that will actually burn when the games are going on. So I believe it's a gas torch. And you can see the entrance gates, giant, huge fences around everything, but that's just for security and everything like that. So there you go. Yes, so how can you get to the strip from there? Do you need to cross the highway? Well, we're walking over the highway, okay? This is Hacienda Road. The Hacienda Road is named after the old Hacienda Hotel because the Delano and the Mandalay Bay that you see in the distance. Delano is not the main thing here. It's just a branded hotel by the Delano. Be the Hacienda back in the day, so they call this Hacienda Road. Or sorry, Hacienda Avenue. So you would have to walk this way. On the back end, it's been about 7 minutes right now as I say this. Let's see here. Anyone living and working in Vegas rooting for another team is absurd. Well, I mean, I'm sure it happens with all NFL teams. Thank you so much, Intel Wild. The stadiums are maskings for the Rams here. Stadiums that they are making here for the Rams here in SoCal is supposed to be state-of-the-art too. Well, I thought that place opened up, SoFi or Sophie, something like that stadium, could be. I thought that place had opened actually, so it is state-of-the-art. It's bigger than this one by a little bit, holds more people I think. Costs more money I believe too, but costs aren't everything. It's about, you know, the views inside and the ambience on game day, and I'm not sure. That one's owned in California by the Rams. And football, and they decided to move 2 teams there. Steven, please careful walking on that street. Will be JC Reed. Before you know it, I'll be in front of the main resorts anyways. There you go. Not the Inglewood location, not yet. Oh, maybe it's a different stadium they're building out there that I don't know about. My son has seasons tickets to the Rams. Can they afford these stadiums? Pistol says. Well, in the case of Allegiant, which you can see through this giant grate here, this is the Interstate 15 right below us. South right now, we're looking towards California. In the case of these giant stadiums, this one here instituted a room tax. So when people like you guys stay here, part of your stay goes towards filling that building or fulfilling the payment of that building. But unfortunately here, the problem is that we don't have a lot of people staying in Vegas lately. 25% capacity. So after the governor's ordinance to do that, you're essentially getting 25% back for that stadium. And so yes, they are a little bit behind as well. Do you think the nightclubs and buffets will open this year? Ricky Kicky says, well, buffets are already gone at some places. The Treasure Island is not bringing their buffet back. It's now been converted into a race and sports book. What else do we got? We got the Orleans, which you'll probably never go to. The Orleans has been done away with. Put a new dining venue. Do I think you have to get to a full kind of herd immunity situation? But it's possible if they start doing these, you know, vaccination passports where you have to prove that you've been vaccinated in order to do things. It's possible that some of these places will do that in the confidence that Big Brother type territory where all of a sudden, you know, we're checking to see if you have the jab, and if you don't have the jab, then you are a second-class person in their eyes because you can't come into their venue. Buffeteria, they serve your plate. Not the same. No, Timothy is absolutely right. I have a question about what now? I have a question about the law in Vegas, Ms. Pirate says. I'll try to field it if I see it. We usually get people in the room and chatting. So you can say that. Steve, recorded marathon tonight. No, not record marathon tonight. I have to work. If you guys have wondered, not a lot of videos, not a lot of news. So I don't want to, like I said at the beginning of this video, bore you with superfluous things. So life is getting in the way. We got a ambulance out here. We'll just pause for them. There we go. And Packers and Bills in the Super Bowl. Well, I have Packers material. If you guys want to buy a Packers mask from VegasFaceMask.com, no S at the end, you can't buy the mask. You have to order one at $25 and I give you the Packers mask for free, but that's what we're wearing right now. This is our Marvel red color, and it's actually fantastic. So VegasFaceMask.com. Maybe we'll see the Packers and the Bills in the Super Bowl. That would be a very old school, classic kind of matchup, wouldn't it? Did you eat the worm? Oh yeah, Mad Max is referring to the fact that I have been trying to lose weight. I lost about 4 pounds in the last week. It's mostly water weight. No spoiler alert there for people who know weight loss. But I was eating healthy choice at lunch. You know, it's just steamed broccoli and chicken and some Alfredo sauce. And today there was a giant worm in my meal. It was absolutely disgusting. I called the company and anyways, so ConAgra Foods. I posted up the YouTube channel. Didn't fit well into the Not Leaving Las Vegas Facebook group. They never paid. One person was coming into town. He said, "Can you do a drop off at the hotel?" Minimum order because it takes a lot of time and effort to get to the hotels. They never paid. And I really hate it when my wife does stuff for free. She works for free essentially. We have the Mandalay Bay up here. And that was a bit of a bummer for us. So a week in adventures on social media. That's what that was. If you worry me. Oh, that's okay. Thank you so much. We're just going to walk underneath this well-lit underpass. Thank you, Intel. If you guys are buffering, just wait. It'll get better as we go. It just mirrors the live stream buffering. Much I can do sometimes. It'll get better as we go on, folks. There we go. Packers and Bills would have been the first Super Bowl. Kansas City went instead. My goodness. Well then, I know we can't see well, yes, we can. We can see Kansas City and the Green Bay Packers play this year. Come to think of it, they're in opposite conferences. That'll be interesting. Hello from San Francisco. Evelyn is here. Very nice. Love LVNV, she says. Leo says, can you go into the Esports Arena in Luxor? No, unfortunately, we can't. We can't go inside of any place that has the Luxor attached to it. They don't allow videoing, but we'd love to. That'd be great if they're even open. I'm sure the Esports Arena is closed and locked shut for the time being because I don't think they're doing anything there. I exited out and came back in, greatly improved the buffering, everyone, Intel says. Very cool. Very nice. Hey, from Reisterstown. Oh my gosh, I can't read. Reisterstown, Maryland. Missed you, big guy. Carlos here. Hey, Carlos, how you doing, buddy? Backstage to the Hard Rock is on your right. The Hard Rock? There's no Hard Rock here. So maybe you're thinking of a different venue. I'm not sure, unless there's a Hard Rock that I have not seen before. ConIam is trying to lure me into politics. I saw it trending on Twitter, and yikes. I'm not sure what you saw trending on Twitter about. I missed that part right here. So we're now to the south end of the strip with the Luxor right over here. You can see the Luxor light. And then we have the beautiful and never old Mandalay Bay over here. So we're going to continue on, hook on to the strip, see what we got. Hey, Steven, what if they pay ahead of time for masks? Yes, it's possible for sure. But we trusted this person. They wanted to meet me in person. I can't always guarantee. I can't do that. It just takes a lot of my time. I work a full-time day job and help her with the masks. So maybe they wanted to hand me the cash and they just didn't pay. But we trusted them and it was a pain. So, you know, it's kind of like if you asked if your boss asked you to come into work and work for 3 hours for free. That's what that essentially is, because now we have 3 Green Bay Packers masks that we may have made for nobody. And that was her time, and that's her labor, and that's her materials. What do we got going on? We got a convoy of motorcycles. You just kind of learn not to talk over them because you can't really compete. Thank you, Steve D, for showing our different URLs here in the chat. That's very helpful. If you guys want to hit on any of those, you can go directly to the sites. Is your day job paying the bills? Not this week. I work for only commission, no base salary. So, you know, and a lot of you guys think YouTubers are rich. We're certainly not. But anyways, Bills Buccaneers. Yeah, a lot of people out there who are not Brady fans thought they'd get rid of that Tom Brady in the Super Bowl every year. Got yourselves a convoy, yeah, for sure. Which is better, Texas or Vegas? I've never been to Texas. I imagine barbecue, Texas is better. Probably bull riding, Texas is better. Maybe football teams, but they're both out of the playoffs. Houston's Dallas Cowboys and Vegas Raiders. But no, I don't know which one. Never been to Texas, but I know that the people are really nice. And I knew a guy once, all his exes came from Texas. Haha, quoting some of those song lyrics there for you. Timmy, more stuff to do, who that is. But hey, Tom is the man of season. Tom the Brady, that's right. Go Packers, Texans. We got a lot of different people here talking about different football teams. I'm going to cross the street since there's absolutely nobody this way. And so far, so good. There's absolutely nobody that way. My ex is from Texas, Timothy says. And there you go. And we quoted the song, George Strait. There you go. So yeah, so obviously Vegas Golden Knights are playing right now. Perfect record, 4 games, 4 wins, 0 losses. So go Knights, go as well. I was born and raised in Texas, retired to Vegas, Mr. Uber says. Yes, we know Mr. Uber. That's a great story. Mr. Uber is an exemplary Texas gentleman. And that's nice to see too out here in Sin City. Like the stream, click the thumbs up, and share on Facebook. That would help. Thank you so much, Shadow. The Shadow knows if that helps the channel. Rudy says, hey, Steven, thanks for the live streams. Congrats on your new job. Oh, thank you, Rudy. It's not a new job. It's just a job that I've had since February of 2020. So right in the middle of COVID. Steven Rodriguez says, have a safe walk, sir. I can't wait until being there in June. Very nice. Thank you so much, everybody. Y'all are appreciated. Oh my gosh, my Canadian friend says, go Knights, go. Really, there's got to be a Canadian team you cheer for. We got the Luxor. The boarded up 1.1 acre white Sands Motel across from the Luxor is on the market again for 18 million. Wow. White Sands is on the market again. I saw that in the news. I don't know if you guys care about that kind of news stuff, because there is news about Vegas, but none of it is really something that I imagine you want to see on a video. So, Steve made love in the Luxor back in the day, Daniel says. Oh, there's the police. Uh-oh. Yeah, don't speed on Las Vegas Boulevard. Use your signals. Cops are always looking for you out here. Do the magic trick at Luxor with Chris Angel. Very cool. He did a magic trick reel. Wow. It wasn't making $80 for his show ticket disappear, was it? I'm just kidding. A lot of people really enjoyed Chris Angel. He's over at the Planet Hollywood now, of course. Not even over there anymore. Any show news? No. See, that's the thing. There's really no news about Las Vegas lately. This bus is decked out in pretty wrap. That's the deuce. It goes all the way down and then comes right back up. Yeah, not a lot of news about stuff going on right now in Vegas. So if I don't make the videos, I mean, I know I don't benefit, but would I rather make videos that make you guys lose confidence in me and say, well, this guy's not in it anymore? I don't know. Luxor does look cool, doesn't it? Got the big obelisk out front. Anybody remember when the Sphinx used to shoot laser beams out of its eyes? I do. I remember. Pepperidge Farm remembers. Let's take up a collection and buy the Venetian for only $6 billion. We can crowdsource it. I just need 6 billionaires to give us $1 billion. COVID capsule, as was said. I refer to that bus as the COVID capsule. I probably wouldn't ride public transit if I didn't have to. I mean, your health is worth a lot. So there's a story, and it's told by various personal development people. Talk about making money. And if you guys want to hear the story, say yes in the chat. I'll tell you about the whole COVID capsule and riding it versus saving some money. Say yes if you want to hear that. I can't believe COVID became the normal in our lives now. Oh man, not to everybody. Some people are still fighting back and all that stuff. Yes, yes. If COVID goes away, San Francisco and Vegas will party like it's the 1920s. I agree. No, so the story goes that a guy, if I told the story to you, it'd say, I know a millionaire. Okay, I do, but it's not a real story. He'd say, well, I know a millionaire, and he was trying to do a plumbing job at his house, and his billable hours are $1,500 an hour. He pays $1,500 if you want to consult with this guy about your business. Anyways, it was a Saturday, and he had to do a plumbing job at his house, and what he ended up doing was relating a story to me about how he spent 12 hours trying to fix the plumbing underneath the sink. The next day he woke up, he got mad, and he basically hired somebody to do it. Cost him $150 cash because he was trying to save that money. And I asked my millionaire friend, it's never happened, it's just a story that many personal development people tell. I asked my friend, well, how much do you make an hour? And he said, about $1,500 for consulting. And I said, wow, so you basically spent $17,000 to fix a drain? And he said, what do you mean? I said, well, in the 12 hours that you took to fix the drain, you could have hired somebody for $120. Instead, your billable hours of $1,500 went right down that drain with it when it was fixed. He looked at me and he said, I understand now. And that's the point. So I would prefer to take an Uber or a Lyft. And you might want to do the same while you're out here. The reason being is that if you get on the bus, you might save a few dollars. But how much will you lose if you get sick by being in a somewhat stagnant air of a bus? Lots of people touching it. Don't imagine the bus driver isn't disinfecting surfaces. If you get real sick and you miss weeks of your life at home with COVID, what are you really losing? And that's the story, and I'm sticking to it. So let's see. Thank you, Rudy. We had everybody thanking everybody. Yep, Nick Q is right. Hey guys, how's it going? Opportunity versus cost. Yeah, it should be like that. Some of us prefer the joy of fixing our own things. Steve says, that's true, but if it's not something you want to pursue, whoa, JC Reed, you're insane. Thank you so much, JC. She said, that person says, don't cough into the microphone. Then they say, Steven, thanks for your hard work giving news, updates, and live streams. Much appreciated. Well, thank you so much, JC. That is very nice of you guys. Thank JC, guys, 465 times, please. That is very nice of you. Thank you so much. And we're now on the south end of the strip towards MGM Grand. Just past the Luxor, we have the Excalibur to our side right here, as well as New York, New York. So let's keep on walking and see what we can see. I might be able to find some change in the sofa cushions. Yeah, there you go. That's what it is, $6 billion. Worst Big Vegas show you have ever seen, Mike? I haven't seen many really bad shows. I think the one that failed the most was Run by Cirque du Soleil. Nobody really wanted to see it. Nobody really liked it. It was a theatrical, kind of like had acts and a story, and Cirque tried that over at the Luxor and closed even before COVID hit. So I think that was probably the one that most people say they didn't like for production shows. Let's see here. Stayed at the Luxor when it was taking, what's that, water? Taking, and when it was taking and water coming down the windows on the inside. I imagine you mean raining. That's insane if that's the truth. Worst show ever was Chris Angel, Cirque du Soleil. Carrie, it really depends on when you saw the show. Chris Angel went through several transitions. At first it was a bad show, and then it was a decent show. I think towards the end, some people liked it. But they did like 2 different show changes, maybe 3 on that one there. More to Fake Vegas. Move to Fake Vegas. Where is Fake Vegas? I'm in the Las Vegas. Of course, we're walking down the strip right now. If you guys are just being introduced to the channel, my name is Steven. I'm not leaving Las Vegas. I'm a Vegas blogger. Hope you guys would like, share, subscribe. If you guys want to support the channel, you can do Patreon or channel memberships. We also have VegasFaceMask.com, home to over 60 different designs and patterns, all custom made by my sweet wife Caroline and sent out to you guys. But hey, you go to Hershey's, yeah, we can do that, no problem. Carrot Top was definitely better than Chris Angel. It just depends on what you like. You know, if you like that kind of Carrot Topness. If you don't like Carrot Top, Chris Angel is the deal. Excalibur, the prettiest resort at night, the worst resort in the daytime. Give me a shout out. Reversing Turd Says. That's a interesting name. I don't do shout outs for donations, and you probably won't donate, which is totally fine. But I don't mind doing shout outs for people for free. I don't do them for paid money. I just did Reversing Turds, and I said your name again, so now I feel double as dirty. All right. Any changes, GMC Nation says? No, that's the problem. That's what prevents me from doing some of these videos. I'm known as just the news guy, so when I do any other type of video, it doesn't get a lot of views. I want to go and show you guys the Chinese Lunar New Year at the Bellagio and different things, but y'all want the news, and there's not much news today. Oh boy. Let's see here. Michael Jackson is one of the best shows in Vegas. Hey moderators, get rid of this guy. Terrible username anyway. Just get rid of him. Ban him for good, please. Thank you so much, moderators. Appreciate you very much. Do Vegas residents get to pay swim at casino pools? Yeah, actually, it's kind of funny because we were at the Red Rock and they told me that if you're a local, they will not even let you in on the weekends. If you're an out-of-towner, you can use the day pool for like $25. But on the weekends, they literally get rid of it for locals because we get treated differently because it was so busy. This was when it was 50% capacity. It might not be an issue now, unfortunately. But we have our Tropicana over here. And I know locals used to swim here for free. I don't believe it's the same. Can I go into the Tropicana, John? No, that's another one where if you walk in there with a camera, they ask you nicely to leave right away. The entrance to the Trop, pretty much every entrance to the Trop looks over the gaming floor. I get a little bit nervous about that stuff there. Tropicana was rough looking last time I went, kid says. I'm not sure when you went. It's actually nice in there. Still have the Tiffany piece on the top, which is really good. Steve, you should start a theme park in Vegas. I'm not sure what theme park it would be, Daniel, and don't say not leaving Las Vegas. So let's see, Le Rev. Le Rev is one of those sad kind of things in Vegas that no longer exists due to coronavirus, but they didn't want to extend the show. I don't know if it was a money thing. It could have been because they had too much money put into the show and not to have to pay everybody all the time. It was a hassle for them. It could be. I'm not really sure. But, you know, they just got rid of it. No longer exists, no longer running. So we're underneath the walkway, underneath the Excalibur right now. So a lot bigger than you think it is. I mean, it takes a lot of people on a regular time that walks over this intersection every day. Are bars open, GMC says? Yes, bars are open, 25% capacity. You might have to wait a little bit. You can always drink anywhere you want in Las Vegas, so that's the benefit of coming to Sin City. Let's see here. Our bars open. Yep. Good to see the stuff. Oscar says, Steven, my goodness, stay safe. Thank you so much, Oscar. Alan says it looks so nice. Well, got to try to find some people, some human beings. Steven, what used to occupy where Marshall's is? Well, that little piece of retail, which was right down there on the other side of the MGM sign, that was so it used to be, it was always Coca-Cola. There was always a timeshare Westgate, Westgate timeshare. There was always a food court. There was always an Adidas store. What was in the Marshall spot used to be a GameWorks underground. They closed that and they moved the GameWorks down to Town Square, which is south of here right now. So GameWorks lives on in Vegas, but it's not on the main strip. GameWorks, of course, I think is at one point owned by Sega, the video game company, because that's all they had for games at some points. Now they have a little bit of everything. So that's what used to be where Marshall's is. And then they're opening up an Olive Garden in this same area. I assume it's on top of the Target because they said it's at the Showcase. That's the only Showcase land available. I ordered a couple of masks the other day. Did I send a confirmation email? STUP. Stuplubach. If you guys ordered, you're not sure, email me, Stephen J at notleavinglasvegas.com, Stephen J at notleavinglasvegas.com. Your confirmation order comes when you pay on PayPal, for real. Some people don't. And then I print the shipping label, which means they're in process. So email me. The freaks come out at night, Con says. Yeah, that's true. I agree. So we walked 30 minutes from the Raiders Stadium all the way to New York, New York. Steven, is it funny when the showgirls are asking for more money? I'm not sure, Danielle. I don't really participate in that at all. But I'm sure it's a hoot if they do. So that's a bummer. So we can go into the New York. They're okay with that. At least they have been for the last 7 months or so. So let's go take a look at the New York. So, look at that, the door's open for me. And here we are. Apparently, spring. Whew, numbers must be really high. Reason for clubs not open yet. Well, even when the numbers were low, like 200 a day for a while, the clubs were closed. So I don't think the spike in numbers, which has fallen, by the way, I don't think that's necessarily the reason for everything being closed up. I think it's just a wait and see kind of effect for people to make sure that everything's gonna be okay. So we asked somebody, I said, hey, can you go to Hershey's World? Max Headroom is in the house. Really? I love Max Headroom from back in the 80s. Yeah, Mr. Pepsi. Or is he Coke? Get an attitude when you go in there. I don't think so, but I had my stream go away once in here, so hopefully it doesn't happen again. Buy a slushy drink. So we have Hershey's World in Las Vegas. Of course, across the street we also have the M&M's World. Big giant hollowed out peanut butter cups. Get us cookies. Thank you. And Max Headroom was the voice of a 90s kind of child. Big old elevators. These were here beforehand, I believe. No, this is like... Showcase has ones just like these. That's what I'm thinking. So I'm going to go down right now, see what the bottom level looks like. But do they have peanut whoppers? I'm not sure. They have a lot of chocolates that aren't just, Hershey's. They have the Reese's brand. Hi, Steven. Just joined where Sick Raccoon says. Thank you so much. They have peanut butter poppers. Paul Rotter is here. Very good. Yes. So here we go. And just like the M&M store across the street. Oh, by the way, this is hilarious. Look. How old are these? With their Christmas branding on them. Kind of old if I do say so myself. I don't know, if I was the manager, I'd be like, are you kidding me? We're gonna sell chocolate from 2-3 months ago? That doesn't look good on this. But just like the M&M's across, they also have these giant walls of different chocolates. Be it Hershey's Kisses, different types of types, all the way over here to just screw it. We're just gonna put pieces of chocolate cookies and cream inside of the machine. And I see now it's like a slot machine, right? You pull down here and you put your bag there and ding, 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 ding. Doesn't make the coin drop sound, but let's see here. Oh yeah, there it is. Oh my God, I'm terrible. Okay, I'll put these back. And I'm not gonna put that one back because it fell on the floor. I'd be a real monster if I did that. So I just imagine pulling that machine in like $50 for chocolates. But hey, it's Vegas, baby. What do you expect? Are there long waits for Lyfts or Ubers? I have no idea. I know we have an Uber expert in the chat. If you want to watch the chat, I'm sure he can tell you what the deal is with Lyfts and an Uber waits. We got to do our hand sanitizer here, of course, because you just touched something. There we go. Very nice. Oh my God, it's that horrible gel. You know, the kind that I like the runny hand sanitizer. I don't like this gel stuff. There was Hershey's World. Now we're back outside. Joins in and gets to see what they want to see. Missed a part of my name. Says, let's see here, Pam Watson. Depends on where you are. Strip in downtown and wait is about 5 minutes. And then 15 minutes for a Lyft ride here in Las Vegas. Way off everywhere. I wasn't anywhere close to it. So sometimes you get to where you're not anywhere close to anything and you gotta wait a little bit. No problem. Let's see here. Sure, we'll show you some water, no problems. So, outside in Las Vegas trying to shake it all off of us to see what for Mario on Marbury Street. I don't know any of those words. I know they're English, or maybe they're Italian. Okay, have you got your Reese's ball cap yet? JC, I haven't gotten anything like that, no, but I appreciate you guys asking me that kind of stuff. Now, I haven't bought anything, I haven't gotten anything, but some people send me stuff. Everything but my live streams has a P.O. box in the more info section. A lot of buffering, Rudy says. Yeah, sorry about the buffering, guys. If I can't straighten it out. Weekend apparently on Saturday night. Some of them just could not connect very well. Where did I park my chopper? On the top of the Mandalay Bay, of course. Safe place to live, Matt, I'd say. Yes, in most cases, there's some parts near downtown that are a little bit more dangerous, but it is what it is. It's like jogging with an old Walkman CD buffering. Oh, sorry about that, TD. I didn't know swatches still existed. There used to be a swatch store also down at the Bally's Grand Bazaar shops, but it is since closed up. Yeah, for sure. Jim loves this part of the strip. Very nice. Two Dirty Slots. Oh my goodness. That name, that title, such a good channel name. Very cool. Look at this pit bull. He's just looking, defending the owner at all costs. I never understood dogs on the strip, but that's just me. So we have our water over here. What's the temp? It's about 50, 55 degrees right now. Stephanie Trump is great. If you guys want to make protocol comments about her name, be noted that if you do it you might get a timeout from the moderators. You might get kicked from the chat. We don't want to. We don't agree with her because it's something that somebody told us they dislike. So if you guys want to mention, just temporarily muted and then just kicked if you do it again. So don't do it. Metro bicycle crew. No, those are just security guards. No, they were not Metro. So we're over here by the Park MGM as well. And people having fun out here. Not a lot of folks though. The other side of the street looks a little bit busier. Any regrets on not going out on the strip for New Year's Eve for the ball drop on New Year's Eve? Nope. I went on the strip from 8 until 10 or 7 until 10:30. I went for almost 3 hours that night. Does not really bug me very much that I was not out for midnight. It's okay with me. John Boy is wishing me a belated birthday. Thank you, John Boy. Yeah, you guys can't pick on somebody because of their last name. If you do, then you're just not a great person inside. And I mean that. Even if you're a big-time, long-time supporter, you can't be picking on people because of their last name. Y'all have to grow up, guys. Get over it. The election's over. The inauguration is done. Now we all get to move on forward, okay? Unify. Hopefully they'll do that. So we have Hard Rock over here, Ross. Of course, somebody asked about Marshall's. That's over there, across the street right there. And the cops are going really fast. Just kind of appreciate you very much. Been in any Vegas limos? Yes, actually. The channel here pitched in and they got us a limo service for when we went to the Circa. We went to the black tie grand opening of Circa on the 27th, I want to say, of October. And that was very nice of them. And so yeah, it's in my video. We did take a limousine down there. That was fun. Are they still going to reopen the Hard Rock Casino as a Virgin, or will they demolish it? No, it's pretty much a finished building. I'd be surprised if any day now you don't see a thing saying, hey, the building is finished. We're taking our own selfies right here. So this is no, that building's done. There's no reason to demolish it. It's a beautiful casino from the outside. The inside renderings look very nice, although a little bit 1960s Space Odyssey-ish. But yeah, they're not going to get rid of that at all. We saw that. Your wife seemed like she was having a blast at Circa. She was, absolutely, for sure. Any word on Garth Brooks, Ron? Well, I think it's safe to say that Garth Brooks' February concert is not happening. But when I've heard, they've not informed anybody that has tickets of that yet. They'll probably end up bumping it, rescheduling it, just trying to make it sometime in the future, you know? Thanks for the live stream. We don't watch regular TV anymore when you're on. Oh, thank you, Ron. I appreciate you. Paul says, good evening, good evenings, quoting Alfred Hitchcock. How are they doing on resort fees now, John? They're all pretty much the same, unfortunately, for you budget-oriented travelers out there. Not much has really changed. It's still resort fees where they have them. Nothing is going to change anytime soon. If they can make money off you, they will. Resort fees, in their defense, goes to make sure that when people book a $10 room on a travel website, when it's slow, the resort still receives $40 in profit. So I'm not saying they're good, because they're not. They're kind of highway robbery, but that's how they will justify them to you. So, Four Queens, you know, they have no resort fees. I think the Sahara had a program to suspend them if you booked last fall, all the way through the end of this year. I ever do one of those Vegas shopping tours? No, never had a chance to be on one. Would love to take a camera up and film stuff if I'm allowed to, and do all that. They generally want to sell you one of their DVDs when you take a helicopter ride. So yeah, you can take your own camera, but not a professional one, because they have a nice high definition camera, and that's an extra profit stream for them. At least one of the companies did that for Grand Canyon tours. What's your favorite property, Steve? Kyle says. You know, I kind of like, you know, I've said it before, I'm privy to the, I fancy the Bellagio. Caesar's Palace is nice, Venetian. I like the Planet Hollywood because I spent a lot of time in front of Planet Hollywood back in the day. It's a very nice place. Other than that, you know, there's a lot of nice places in Las Vegas, a lot of nice places to go. Enjoyed watching your video from Circa. Richard Wilkes is a very nice person. He's very accommodating of people. Thanks for giving us insight into the operations. Absolutely. Apache at Hotel doesn't have resort fees. Yeah, if you guys look up the Hotel Apache, it's actually just on top of Binion's, and they just rebranded it. It's a very old property, but they renovated it. They kept it closed for a very long time while the whole entire economic downturn was happening. And then they opened it a couple of years before COVID hit. So now, obviously, I don't think they're open, but you could try to book it. It's a nice property, apparently no resort fees. Let's see here, Tears for Fears. Yeah, everybody wants to sell the world, love the world, charge the world. Do you ever bet on sports, Steve? No, Dan, I don't. I enjoy the game just for the game. We're gonna go back over here for a minute, see what's up. Are you a pool or day club guy? I'm a pool guy during the day, but I don't like pool clubs. So, you know, we've gone out to the pool in the past. I like the beach in the Philippines, where my wife's family is from, personally. That's kind of my thing. Not so much a pool in Las Vegas guy, but they're nice too. The thing about going to the pools in Vegas when it's winter or summertime, everybody thinks they want to be by the pool, and then it gets to be 120 degrees. Pool time early in the morning. That's a pro tip from me to you. If you come to Vegas in the summertime, go to the pools early. You do not want to be baked to death by the super hot sun in August at 2 o'clock or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm from Montreal. Do you think I can travel to Las Vegas now with COVID? You can, but don't travel when you have COVID. Yeah, Canadians can come here. I have a friend who comes here every couple of months from Canada. So he actually goes crazy with VegasFaceMask.com stuff, which is very nice of him. But yeah, you can travel. I got you until a while. I'm looking at your comment in a minute. But yeah. You have to go through a test before you come here. As of January 26th, you'll have to go through a COVID test before you come to America. That's the law, no matter where you're going. And then going back, the government of Canada now requires you to take a COVID test before you leave. So make sure you do that. So yes, you can definitely come here. Stephen, last week I got a personally signed Nick Castle photo. Played for those who don't know, Nick Castle played for Michael Myers. Very nice, man. How'd you get that? Did you meet him? I hope he was wearing a face mask. Just kidding. No, but if you met him, that's pretty cool. I thought Nick Castle was a Marvel superhero, honestly. I seem to be the naming of the resorts by the initials for a while. I agree. PH, T-High. There's the DI, the Desert Inn. Speaking of which, I don't have a tie-in for the face mask thing, but VegasFaceMask.com. Sometimes I'm clever. The TI, the D. Let's get the GM. I guess if anything's two words. That was one word. Mike Myers wearing a face mask. See, somebody got it. So this used to not be here, and when it wasn't here, I mean, it's big. John Boyce's awesome new mask. Yeah, that's called Marvel Heroes Color, or Marvel Comics Color. It'll be on the site soon, but it's available now. Who exactly is Richard Wilkes? Who is Richard? Director of Business Development or something like that. He's a big head honcho kind of guy, an executive that works down at the D Las Vegas and Circa. So his responsibility is getting new players and growing marketing and brands for them. Until Wild says, didn't meet him personally, wanted off another YouTube live stream. Very cool, man. William says, shout out to my wife, Trina Marie. Thank you so much, Trina Marie, for letting me shout you out. This lady's walking across the street, and this is a guy. Just go ahead, buddy. It's okay. That's a crosswalk. It really is. Trina Marie, big shout out to you. Thank you so much for you and your family watching the channel, subscribing and sharing and commenting on the video. So here we are walking down towards where there's usually some people. It's been kind of a dead live stream this whole time. No persons whatsoever. Kind of scary. How's the weather out there, Matt? Nana Matt says. It's nice right now. It's 55 degrees is what the thing on my watch says. Let's see if we can go back up to the top. Yeah, 54 now. So it's 54. Air quality pretty bad today, actually. 85. Usually it's about 20 to 50 out here. But 85 air quality today. I think it was just because of the... Yep. Say hello to Reno. I have some. Joy said. Here. Do the same videos all the time, which is a pain in the butt for everybody. I'm trying to get into a more stable spot for you guys. T-boned. Oh my gosh, Shadow, that's terrible. Palace is killing your signal. Oh, Burger Palace, there you go. Looks like I should be back right about now. Great stream, but fault is this of mercy. I hope buffer, Ari says. Nobody likes the buffer, that's for sure. Oof, yeah. Gonna watch a movie. Love entertaining. While you're watching, go for a walk. Keep it. I'm not there right now, so I want to tell you guys in the mornings. I get off. Still a Vegas blogger because. Thank you. Trying to live the life. Sharing, liking, and 3, 2, 1, and click.